For your power to visualize is not mere daydreaming or idle fantasy. It is the very creative power of God in action. Let me tell you with absolute authority, visualization is not about creating something new. It is about entering into a state that already exists, for all possible states exist now in the imagination of God. And are you not told that you are made in His image? Therefore, your power to visualize is your divine inheritance. Now here is the crucial principle that most fail to grasp. When you visualize, you are not preparing for something to happen. You are witnessing what is already done. For in the realm of imagination, where all creation takes place, there is no past or future. There is only the eternal now. The secret of effective visualization lies not in the intensity of your effort, but in the naturalness of your feeling. When you visualize your desire, you must do it with the same naturalness with which you remember a past event. For your desire, though not yet visible to your mortal eyes, is as real and present as any memory. Consider this eternal truth. Every state you can imagine exists now in the mind of God. Your act of visualization is not creating these states, it is selecting which state you will occupy in consciousness. And whatever state you occupy in consciousness must manifest in your world. Thus you must understand that visualization is not something you do, it is something you are. When you truly grasp this, you will stop trying to visualize and begin to live from your visualization. Here is how you must proceed. Before you sleep each night, create a scene that implies your desire is already fulfilled. Not a scene of wanting or hoping, but a scene of having and being. Let me give you the exact structure. If your desire is for wealth, do not visualize money coming to you. Instead, see yourself in a scene where you are naturally and casually doing what you would do if you were already wealthy. Perhaps you're celebrating with loved ones or casually writing a substantial check with complete ease. The key is to make it natural, make it real, make it now. Here is a profound truth about visualization that few will understand. The feeling is everything. Your scene must be saturated with the feeling of naturalness. If it feels like fantasy or effort, you are not visualizing correctly. It must feel as natural as remembering what you had for breakfast. Now here's something crucial about the art of visualization. You must enter your scene through the door of feeling. Don't try to see it perfectly, try to feel it perfectly. Feel the satisfaction, the relief, the joy of your desire fulfilled. Fulfilling is the secret of all successful visualization. Throughout your day, whenever you think of your desire, immediately recall the feeling of your scene. Not with effort or strain, but with the easy naturalness of remembering something that has already happened. For remember, in consciousness, your desire is already fulfilled. Let me reveal to you now how to perfect your visualization for physical manifestations, be it health, appearance, or any bodily condition. For your body is nothing more than your consciousness crystallized, and proper visualization must transform it completely. When visualizing for physical changes, you must first understand this crucial principle. Your body appears as it does because of the state you are occupying in consciousness. Therefore, your visualization must not be of the body changing, but of you already being in the state of perfect embodiment. Here is the exact method. As you lay in your bed at night, feel your body exactly as you wish it to be. If you desire perfect health, feel the lightness, the vitality, the boundless energy that perfect health implies. Don't picture health, feel healthy. Don't imagine wellness, embody wellness. Now here is something profound about body visualization that most never grasp. You must visualize from the body, not at the body. When you visualize perfect health, feel it from within your body, not as if you're looking at your body from outside. Feel every cell vibrating with vitality and life. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing, this is how I naturally feel. Not how you want to feel, not how you hope to feel, but how you naturally feel. For remember, your visualization is not creating something new, it is selecting a state that already exists. Here's another crucial aspect of physical visualization. Include natural actions that would follow from your desired state. If you're visualizing perfect health, feel yourself moving with ease and grace. If you're visualizing ideal weight, feel the lightness in your step, the perfect fit of your clothes. Now, let me share with you the precise method of visualization for financial abundance, a method so powerful that it must, by eternal law, transform your entire financial world. For money is nothing but a shadow of consciousness, and proper visualization will command this shadow to move according to your desire. When visualizing financial abundance, you must understand this vital principle. Money does not come to you, it comes through you. Therefore, your visualization must not be of receiving money, but of being the consciousness through which money naturally flows. Here is the exact technique. As you enter the state akin to sleep, create a scene that implies financial abundance is your natural state. Perhaps you're casually looking at a bank statement showing substantial wealth, or you're effortlessly writing large checks for things you desire. The key is to make it feel completely natural. Now, here is something profound about financial visualization that few will comprehend. You must visualize from wealth, not for wealth. When you look at your bank statement in your imagination, feel the complete absence of surprise or excitement. Feel instead the natural satisfaction of seeing what you already know to be true. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing, this is my natural state. Not your desired state, not your future state, but your natural current state. For remember, in consciousness, all states exist now, and you are simply choosing which state to occupy. Here is another crucial aspect of financial visualization. Include the feeling of complete financial freedom. Feel the peace, the security, the absolute knowing that money is your faithful servant. Feel how naturally you spend, how easily you give, how confidently you invest. When visualizing perfect relationships, you must first grasp this eternal truth. You do not attract what you want, you attract what you are. Therefore, your visualization must not be of finding love or improving relationships, but of being in the state of perfect love and harmony. Here is the exact procedure. As you drift to sleep each night, create a scene that implies perfect relationships are your natural state. Perhaps you're sharing a moment of perfect understanding with someone, or receiving expressions of love and appreciation that feel completely natural. The key is to feel the reality of being deeply loved and understood. Now here is something profound about relationship visualization that most never grasp. You must visualize from love, not for love. When you create your scene, feel the complete naturalness of being cherished, respected, and adored. Feel it as a fact, not as a wish. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing. This is how all my relationships naturally are. Not how you want them to be, not how you hope they'll become, but how they naturally are in consciousness. For remember, whatever you claim as natural in consciousness must externalize in your world. Here's another crucial aspect of relationship visualization. Include the feeling of complete security in love. Feel how naturally people respond to you with love, how easily understanding flows, how perfectly harmonious all your interactions are. Let me reveal to you now the exact method of visualization for career success and achievement. A method that must, by immutable law, bring forth the perfect expression of your talents and abilities. For your career is nothing more than your consciousness objectified. When visualizing career success, you must understand this fundamental principle. Success is not something you achieve, it is something you embody. Therefore, your visualization must not be of working towards success, but of being in the state of already having succeeded beyond your wildest dreams. Here is the precise technique. Before you sleep, create a scene that implies complete career fulfillment is your natural state. Perhaps you're receiving recognition for your achievements or conducting business at the highest levels with complete ease and confidence. The key is to feel the absolute naturalness of operating at this elevated level. Now, here is something profound about career visualization that few will ever grasp. You must visualize from success, not for success. When you create your scene, feel the complete absence of striving or effort. Feel instead the natural confidence of one who knows their worth and value. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing. This is my natural level of expression. Not your goal, not your ambition, but your natural current state of being. For remember, in consciousness, you already occupy the position you desire. Here's another crucial aspect of career visualization. Include the feeling of complete mastery in your field. Feel how naturally others seek your counsel, how easily solutions come to you, how perfectly your talents find expression. When visualizing creative mastery, you must first understand this vital truth. Creativity is not something you develop. It is something you allow. Therefore, your visualization must not be of becoming creative, but of being the very source through which divine creativity flows. Here's the exact procedure. As you enter the silence each night, create a scene that implies perfect creative expression is your natural state. Perhaps you're effortlessly bringing forth magnificent works or receiving accolades for your creative contributions with complete naturalness. The key is to feel yourself as the channel through which infinite creativity flows. Now here is something profound about creative visualization that most will never comprehend. You must visualize from creativity, not for creativity. When you create your scene, feel the complete absence of blocks or limitations. Feel instead the natural flow of divine inspiration moving through you. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing. I am the creative power of the universe expressing itself. Not trying to be creative, not working to become creative, but being creativity itself. For remember, in consciousness you are already one with the infinite creative force. Here's another crucial aspect of creative visualization. Include the feeling of complete freedom and expression. Feel how naturally ideas flow through you, how easily your creations take form, how perfectly your unique gifts manifest. Let me now reveal to you the precise method of visualization for perfect timing and divine synchronicity, a method that must, by cosmic law, align all circumstances in perfect order for the fulfillment of your desires. For time itself is nothing but consciousness in motion. When visualizing perfect timing, you must grasp this eternal principle. Divine timing is not something that happens to you, it is something that flows from you. Therefore, your visualization must not be of waiting for the right time, but of being in the state where all things happen at the perfect moment. Here is the exact technique. As you rest in the silence, create a scene that implies perfect timing is your natural state. Perhaps you are witnessing how perfectly events arrange themselves, or experiencing the joy of seeing everything fall into place with divine precision. The key is to feel the absolute naturalness of perfect timing in all things. Now here is something profound about timing visualization that few will ever understand. You must visualize from perfect timing, not for perfect timing. When you create your scene, feel the complete absence of hurry or delay. Feel instead the natural flow of events unfolding in divine order. Let your visualization maintain this inner, knowing everything happens at exactly the right moment. Not hoping for good timing, not trying to create good timing, but knowing that perfect timing is the natural law of your being. For remember, in consciousness, all things are already perfectly ordered. Here is another crucial aspect of timing visualization. Include the feeling of complete trust in divine order. Feel how naturally everything aligns, how easily synchronicities occur, how perfectly all pieces fall into place. When visualizing perfect health, you must understand this fundamental truth. Health is not something you achieve, it is your natural state of being. Therefore, your visualization must not be of healing or recovering, but of being in the state of perfect, radiant health. Here is the exact procedure. As you lay in the silence of night, create a scene that implies perfect health is your natural state. Feel the vitality coursing through every cell, the boundless energy flowing through your body, the perfect functioning of every organ. The key is to feel the absolute naturalness of perfect health. Now here is something profound about health visualization that most will never grasp. You must visualize from health, not for health. When you create your scene, feel the complete absence of any concern about the body. Feel instead the natural joy of perfect physical expression. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing. Perfect health is my natural state. Not hoping for health, not working toward health, but being the embodiment of perfect health. For remember, in consciousness you are already whole and perfect. Here is another crucial aspect of health visualization. Include the feeling of complete trust in your body's wisdom. Feel how naturally your body maintains perfect balance, how easily it repairs and renews itself, how perfectly it expresses life. Now let me reveal to you the precise method of visualization for perfect peace and emotional mastery, a method of must by eternal law. Establish unshakable serenity in your consciousness. For your emotional state is nothing more than your chosen level of consciousness. When visualizing perfect peace, you must first understand this vital principle. Peace is not something you find, it is what you are. Therefore, your visualization must not be of achieving peace, but of being the very embodiment of peace itself. Here is the exact technique. As you enter the silence, create a scene that implies perfect peace is your natural state. Feel the complete absence of disturbance, the profound stillness at your core, the unwavering calm regardless of external circumstances. The key is to feel the absolute naturalness of being peace itself. Now here is something profound about peace visualization that few will ever comprehend. You must visualize from peace, not for peace. When you create your scene, feel the complete absence of struggle or effort to be peaceful. Feel instead the natural state of being peace itself. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing. I am the peace that passes understanding, not seeking peace, not trying to become peaceful, but being peace itself. For remember, in consciousness, you are already the perfect expression of divine peace. Here is another crucial aspect of peace visualization. Include the feeling of complete immunity to disturbance. Feel how naturally you maintain your center, how easily you remain calm, how perfectly you express peace in all situations, for your level of understanding is nothing more than your consciousness made manifest. When visualizing perfect wisdom, you must grasp this eternal truth. Wisdom is not something you acquire, it is what you unfold from within. Therefore, your visualization must not be of gaining wisdom, but of being the very expression of divine intelligence itself. Here is the exact procedure. As you rest in the silence, create a scene that implies perfect understanding is your natural state. Feel the clarity of perception, the depth of insight, the immediate knowing of truth in all situations. The key is to feel the absolute naturalness of being wisdom embodied. Now here is something profound about wisdom visualization that most will never grasp. You must visualize from wisdom, not for wisdom. When you create your scene, feel the complete absence of confusion or doubt. Feel instead the natural state of knowing all that you need to know. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing, I am divine intelligence and expression. Not studying to become wise, not seeking understanding, but being the very presence of wisdom itself. For remember, in consciousness you are already one with infinite intelligence. Here is another crucial aspect of wisdom visualization. Include the feeling of complete access to all knowledge. Feel how naturally understanding comes to you, how easily solutions present themselves, how perfectly wisdom expresses through you. When visualizing spiritual awakening, you must understand this fundamental principle. Enlightenment is not something you achieve, it is what you already are. Therefore, your visualization must not be of becoming enlightened, but of being in the state of complete spiritual realization. Here is the exact technique. As you enter the silence, create a scene that implies perfect spiritual awareness is your natural state. Feel the complete oneness with all of life, the dissolution of all separation, the absolute knowing of your divine nature. The key is to feel the naturalness of being your highest self. Now here is something profound about spiritual visualization that few will ever comprehend. You must visualize from enlightenment, not for enlightenment. When you create your scene, feel the complete absence of seeking or striving. Feel instead the natural state of being awakened consciousness. Throughout your visualization, maintain this inner knowing, I am that I am. Not trying to become spiritual, not working toward enlightenment, but being the very presence of awakened consciousness. For remember, in consciousness you are already one with the infinite. Here is another crucial aspect of spiritual visualization. Include the feeling of complete unity with all life. Feel how naturally you perceive the divine in all things, how easily you remain in higher consciousness, how perfectly you express your divine nature. Now, my beloved, let me bring all these eternal principles to their ultimate culmination. For what I have shared with you tonight is not merely technique. It is the very science of consciousness itself. Remember this fundamental truth. Your visualization is not creating anything new. It is selecting from the infinite states that already exist. Every state you can imagine exists now in the mind of God. Your task is not to create these states, but to enter them through the power of visualization and feeling. Here is your final instruction. Take all that I have shared with you tonight and apply it with unwavering faith. Let your visualizations be natural. Let them be real. Let them be now. Do not strain. Do not effort. Do not try. Simply enter the state of your desire fulfilled and live there in consciousness. For this is the eternal promise. What you maintain in consciousness must externalize in your world. It is law, and the law is absolute. Therefore, watch your visualizations with the same care with which an artist selects their colors, for you are painting the canvas of your life with every image you hold in mind. I tell you with complete authority, if you will practice these principles faithfully, your entire world must reshape itself to match your visualizations. For this is not manifesting. This is awakening to what already is. You are God's perfect creation, expressing in all ways, and your power to visualize is your divine inheritance. Go forth now and apply what you have learned. Let your visualizations be filled with the feeling of naturalness. Let them be saturated with the feeling of reality. For when you master the art of visualization, as I have taught you tonight, everything you desire must appear in your world by divine law. Therefore, you are not calling forth something that does not exist. You are simply awakening to what eternally is. The end has been reached. For you now possess the key to all creation, your power to visualize. Use it wisely, use it lovingly, and watch your world transform before your very eyes. For this is the promise, and the promise is sure. What I am about to share with you is the very key to unlocking the infinite potential that resides within you. Let us begin by understanding what true visualization really is. Many of you may think of visualization as simply picturing something in your mind. But I tell you now, effective visualization goes far beyond mere mental imagery. It is a complete sensory and emotional experience that engages your entire being. When you visualize in the way I am about to describe, you are not merely creating pictures in your mind. You are entering into an experience so real, so vivid, that to your subconscious mind, it is happening here and now. And it is this conviction, this feeling of reality, that causes the outer world to shift and reshape itself to match your inner experience. The first key to this powerful form of visualization is to engage all your senses. As you create your desired scene in your mind, see it with crystal clarity. Notice the colors, the shapes, the details. But don't stop there. What sounds are present in this scene? Perhaps it's the sound of applause as you achieve your goal, or the gentle laughing of waves on a beach as you enjoy your dream vacation. Hear these sounds as if they were actually reaching your ears. Now feel the textures and sensations associated with your vision. If you're imagining career success, feel the weight of the pen as you sign an important contract. If it's a new home you desire, feel the smooth coolness of the doorknob as you open the front door. Engage your sense of smell. What aromas are present in your scene? The fresh scent of newly mown grass in your backyard, the rich aroma of success in your new office. And if applicable, bring in the sense of taste. If your vision includes a celebration, taste the champagne. If it's a healthy body you desire, taste the crisp, clean flavor of pure water hydrating your system. As you engage all these senses, you are creating a multidimensional experience in your mind. This richness of detail convinces your subconscious mind of the reality of your vision. Remember, your subconscious does not distinguish between what is vividly imagined and what is physically experienced. By creating this complete sensory experience, you are impressing upon your subconscious mind the reality of your via. But there is one more crucial element that truly brings your visualization to life and causes reality to shift instantly. That element, my dear friends, is feeling. The feeling of your wish fulfilled is the secret that breathes life into your vision and propels it into physical manifestation. As you visualize, you must feel the emotions you would feel if your desire were already realized. If it's financial abundance you seek, feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with wealth. If it's a loving relationship, feel the love, the connection, the deep sense of belonging. Whatever your desire, the feeling must be so real, so intense, that when you open your eyes, you carry with you the emotional satisfaction of your wish fulfilled. This feeling is not something you can fake or force. It must arise naturally from your complete immersion in your visualized scene. This is why the sensory detail is so important. As you see here, feel, smell, and taste your desire. Realize the appropriate emotions will naturally arise. Now, some of you may be thinking, but Wayne, how can I feel something that isn't yet true in my physical reality? And to this I say, your imagination is the bridge between your current reality and your desired state. It is through your imagination that you can step into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even before it manifests in the physical world. Your imagination is not a flight of fancy or a frivolous faculty. It is the very workshop wherein you fashion your future. When you imagine, you are experiencing reality at its most fundamental level. You are engaging with the pure potential of consciousness. Shake it with your attention and your assumption. To use your imagination in this powerful way, you must first quiet your conscious mind. The chattering of your daily thoughts, your worries, your doubts, these must be silenced. Enter a state of relaxation, a state akin to sleep, but in which you remain consciously aware. In this state, your subconscious mind becomes more receptive to impression. Once in this relaxed state, construct your scene. This scene should be one that implies the fulfillment of your desire. If your desire is for a successful career, you might imagine yourself in your ideal office or receiving congratulations from colleagues. If it's health you seek, imagine yourself engaging in activities that only a healthy person could do. The scene itself should be short and simple. It's not about creating an elaborate story, but about capturing a moment that implies your desire is now a fact. This scene is your platform, the stage upon which you will enact the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Now step in this scene. Don't watch it as a spectator, but experience it from the first-person perspective. Be there in that moment, and as you experience it, let the feeling of fulfillment wash over you. Feel the gratitude, the joy, the satisfaction of having your desire realized. This is where many falter. They can see the scene clearly, but they fail to evoke the feeling. Remember, it is the feeling that gives life to your visualization. Without feeling, visualization is merely a mental exercise. With feeling, it becomes an act of creation. As you practice this, you may find that the feeling comes more easily with repetition. Each time you return to your scene, the feeling becomes more vivid, more real. This is good. You are strengthening the impression upon your subconscious mind. But here's a crucial point. Once you have evoked the feeling, once you have impressed it upon your subconscious, you must carry it with you into your waking life. This is where many stumble. They do their visualization exercise. They feel it intensely in the moment, but then they return to their daily life and fall back into old patterns of thought and feeling. To cause reality to shift instantly, you must maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the face of contradictory evidence. This is where faith comes in. Not blind faith, but faith born of understanding that your outer world is a reflection of your inner state. When you truly grasp this, you will no longer be swayed by appearances. You will know that what you see around you is the effect, not the cause. The cause lies in your consciousness, in your feeling. And as you persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, your outer world must reshape itself to match this inner conviction. Now let us address a common challenge in this practice, the apparent contradictions of your senses. As you begin to live in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you may find that your current circumstances seem to contradict your assumption. Bills may still need to be paid. Problems may still arise. How do you maintain your feeling in the face of these seeming contradictions? This is where the art of ignoring comes into play. To ignore is not to deny the existence of something, but to refrain from giving it your attention and energy. When contradictory evidence appears, acknowledge it briefly, then immediately return your attention to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Remember, what you see in your outer world is the result of past assumptions, past feelings. It is like an echo of what you once believed. Your task now is to give more attention, more importance, more reality to your new assumption than to these outdated circumstances. This practice requires mental discipline. It requires you to stand firm in your new assumption, even when your senses argue against it. But remember, your senses only show you what has been, not what can be. Your imagination, informed by your feeling, shows you what will be. As you persist in maintaining the feeling of your wish fulfilled, even in the face of contradictory evidence, you will begin to see changes in your outer world. These changes may start small, a fortunate coincidence, an unexpected opportunity, a shift in someone's behavior towards you. Do not dismiss these as mere chance. They are the first fruits of your new assumption taking root. Now, let us delve deeper into the nature of feeling. When I speak of feeling, I am not referring merely to emotions, though emotions play a part. I am speaking of a deeper sense, a knowing and unshakable conviction. It is the difference between, say, I want to be wealthy. It is the difference between, say, I want to be wealthy and knowing. In the very core of your being, I am wealthy. This feeling conviction is not something you can fake or force. It arises naturally when you have successfully impressed your desire upon your subconscious mind. This is why the repeated use of your imagination is so crucial. Each time you return to your imaginal scene, each time you step into feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are deepening this impression. Think of it like wearing a groove in a record. The first time you play the record, the needle may skip and jump. But with repeated plays, the groove deepens and the music plays smoothly. Similarly, as you repeat your imaginal act, the feeling becomes more natural, more habitual. It becomes your dominant state. This is the state. This is the state from which creation occurs. When you can maintain this feeling conviction throughout your day, when it becomes as natural as breathing, you have mastered the art of conscious creation. Your outer world has no choice but to conform to this inner state. But what of those moments when doubt creeps in, when fear arises, when the old patterns of thought and feeling try to reassert themselves? These moments are inevitable, especially in the beginning of your practice. Do not be discouraged by them. Instead, see them as opportunities to strengthen your new assumption. When doubt arises, do not fight it. Fighting against the thought only gives it more power. Instead, gently but firmly return to your feeling of wish fulfilled. Remind yourself that what you see around you is the past. Your new assumption, your new feeling is creating your future. This brings us to another crucial aspect of visualization that causes reality to shift instantly, the concept of living in the end. Living in the end means assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled in your day-to-day life. It's not enough to visualize for a few minutes each day and then return to your old patterns of thought and feeling. You must carry the feeling of your wish fulfilled with you throughout your day. This doesn't mean you deny your current circumstances. Rather, you acknowledge them briefly, then immediately return to the feeling of your desire fulfilled. You live from the assumption that what you desire is already yours. For example, if your desire is for financial abundance, you would feel the security, freedom, and joy of wealth as you go about your day. When you make purchases, you would feel the ease and confidence of someone who has more than enough. When you interact with others, you would carry yourself with the assurance of a wealthy person. Living in the end requires a shift in your entire way of being. It's not about pretending or pre-acting. It's about genuinely assuming a new state of consciousness. When you do this effectively, you'll find that your actions naturally align with your assumed state. This practice of living in the end can be challenging at first. Your current circumstances may seem to contradict your assumed state. This is where persistence and faith come in. You must persist in your new assumption, even when your senses deny it. Remember, your senses only show you the effects of past assumptions. As you persist in your new assumption, as you consistently live from the end, your outer world must gradually reshape itself to match your inner picture. Now, let us address the role of action in this process of instant reality shifting. Some people mistakenly believe that visualization means they can simply imagine their desires and then sit back and wait for them to magically appear. This is not the case. Effective visualization does not negate action. It informs action. When you successfully impress your desire upon your subconscious mind, when you truly feel you're fulfilled, you will be inspired to take actions that align with this state. These actions will feel natural, even inevitable. They will not be driven by fear or lack, but will flow from your assumed state of fulfillment. This is a crucial distinction. When you take action from a place of lack, trying to get what you desire, you are actually affirming the assumption of not having it. But when you take action from the assumption of already having your desire fulfilled, you open yourself to infinite possibilities for its expression and expansion. So do not neglect action, but ensure that your actions are aligned with and flowing from your assumed state. Let your feeling guide your actions, rather than hoping your actions will create the feeling. Now, let us explore the concept of detachment in relation to visualization and instant reality shifting. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care about your desire. Rather, it means you're not anxiously attached to seeing immediate results or figuring out how your desire will manifest. When you're detached, you can visualize and feel your desire fulfilled without constantly looking for signs of its manifestation. You trust in the process, knowing that as you maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, it must inevitably express itself in your outer world. Detachment allows you to live in the present moment while holding your assumed state. It frees you from the anxiety and doubt that can undermine your creative work. It allows you to enjoy the journey of manifestation rather than being solely focused on the destination. Practice detachment by reminding yourself that your imaginal act imbued with feeling is the reality. What you see in the outer world is just a shadow, a reflection of past assumptions. As you persist in your new assumption, this shadow must change to match the new reality you're imagining and feeling. As we near the conclusion of our exploration, let us reflect on the ultimate purpose of this practice. The power of visualization, the cultivation of feeling, the art of living in the end. These are not merely techniques for acquiring material possessions or achieving worldly success. While they can certainly be used for these purposes, their true power lies in the transformation of consciousness they facilitate. As you master the art of visualization and feeling your wish fulfilled, you are essentially recreating yourself. You are stepping into a new concept of self, a new understanding of your relationship to the world around you. This practice reveals to you your true nature as a creative being. It shows you that you are not a victim of circumstances, but the author of your life story. It demonstrates that the power to shape your reality lies within you. in your capacity to imagine and to feel. Moreover, as you persist in this practice, you may find that your desires themselves begin to change. As you experience the fulfillment of your initial desires, as you grow in your understanding of your creative power, you may find yourself drawn to higher aspirations. You may feel called to use your creative ability, not just for personal gain, but for the betterment of all. This is the true gift of mastering the art of visualization and instant reality shifting, the ability to shape not just your individual life, but to contribute to the shaping of the world around you. For as you change your own consciousness, you inevitably affect the collective consciousness of humanity. In closing, my dear friends, remember this: once you visualize like this, imbuing your mental images with vivid sensory detail and intense feeling, reality shifts instantly. Your ability to feel the reality of your desire, to live from the state of your wish fulfilled, is the key to unlocking the infinite potential that resides within you. Go forth from here with this knowledge. Apply these principles in your daily life. Be aware of your visualizations and the feelings they evoke, for they are shaping your reality in every moment. Use your imagination consciously and deliberately to create scenes that imply the fulfillment of your days. Visualize with all the power of your senses, but above all, feel the reality of your wish fulfilled. And remember, persistence is key. The world you see around you is the result of habitual visualizations and feelings. As you persist in your new visualization, as you consistently live from the state of your wish fulfilled, your world must reshape itself to match this new inner conviction. You have within you the power to create the life you desire. You are limited only by your ability to visualize and to feel the reality of your wishes fulfilled. Embrace this truth, live from this understanding, and watch as your world transforms around you, reflecting the newfound mastery of your creative consciousness. Thank you. And may your journey of conscious creation through powerful visualization be filled with joy, wonder, and the thrill of manifesting your deepest desires.